to make it back to face Mars again.
Definitely. So up next, we got some fine players unraveling their controller right now. We got the Marths doing having a pretty solid run in doubles. Now fighting each other on the winner's side. I think this is winner's second,
Third or second?
third, I believe. Yeah.
So, Pugs fans, I like a new term for Pugs fans. I'd like to call. He calls them currently Puglets.
Okay.
Right? Is that it?
I've heard that.
I think so.
That would be the one.
I want to call them Puggalos, like Juggalos, but
oh,
Pugwesty. But
no.
it's like insane Marth posse.
Right. Oh my god.
Dude, it's so good.
That's pretty good.
I said that to him, and he was like, "Please don't say that to anyone." So I'm completely just doing the opposite. But anyway, we're getting to game one. Marth Wars coming up. Civil War Marth.
Yeah.
All
right, we got the Marth Saga here at Invasion Pro, and looking like perfectly symmetrical violence right now.
Oh, good up B. That's definitely something that like mid into lower level Marths, like they forget that the up B, you can mash that to get out of combos. And in the Ditto, it looks like it works really well on some anti-blade conversions.
I feel like we'll see a lot of that in the games.
Yeah, but then it becomes a meta game, right? Because it's like, oh, I know you're gonna up B, so I'm gonna cut my combo short shield, then I'm gonna hit you again. Like it's crazy.
So far, Mr. E with a bit of percentage.
Oh, no. Wrong way with the up B from Mr. E. He is going to be losing his first stock to Pug, but he put a nice dent in Pug before he actually SD'd, so, you know, he's definitely looking fine right now.
We can get the stock up, it's even again, but I'm sure the Puggalos are fine with that.
That was
the W.
For the Puggalos. Pug trying to go for the string of his own. I don't know why. I guess the down throw probably wouldn't work. I mean, I don't want to challenge Pug's knowledge on a Marth versus Marth match because he might have played a couple more than me.
Oh wow, the spacing on that was pretty nice.
I love on the tippers, like to emphasize the power, like the game freezes for a second. Like it can't even register how powerful it is. Nice jab cancels coming up from Pug, hitting with a couple of them, actually racking up the damage. Pug really needs to capitalize on that SD and take this game one and maintain momentum.
So far he's doing a good job, not taking too many hits with stock, but Dancing Blade is a long percent, puts in a really bad spot.
Good power shield. Wow, nice up tilt too from Mr. E, covering the Pug behind him.
Nice use of the nair. Oh wow, gets the bad hit the down there.
Yeah, that was a great tag from Pug too. Yeah. Like how he held on there to jump. He was able to recover. Oh, okay. Up B wars off the side right now are kind of crazy.
Some dangerous stuff here. Both these guys at pretty much kill considering the matchup.
Oh, okay, good stuff from Pug. Yeah, you know what though? Because obviously winning that, it's kind of expected, right? Because of the SD, because you know these two players are around each other's level, you know, it might be skewed one way or the other. But since Mr. E did SD, Pug's got to win that game because if he loses that game, man, he's got to be feeling bad. You know,
it is hard to get back from that emotionally when you're like, oh, I lost anti-SD'd. How could I possibly win a game?
I know, without him giving me a charity stock. Right. Exactly. So good stuff to Pug, but Mr. E says, you know what, I'm going to run it back. I was doing some work on you that first stock. However, fortunate thing for you and the Puggalos is that I SD'd.
Yeah, that's the inverse of that too. Is Mr. E can just say, you know what, if I don't SD, it's not going to be so close. It'll be in my favor.
I like this. That was a interesting up B from Mr. E. He was very, very far from Pug. I guess I thought it might nick Pug and knock him away, but you know what, it didn't, so he did a little more damage to that.
Whoa, huge forward air and some questionable
Yeah, I know. He jumped off that sword. Like, he couldn't get away from it fast enough.
No sword, please. Blast him.
I like what Mr. E does, too, is that in the beginning of the stock, he's gone for grabs like a lot. He gets that quick 50% off the quick conversion. And I like seeing that from him because Marth, like, you think of, ooh, good up smash Pug. Not enough yet, though.
No, I like the anti-air that Pug has been doing. Those up smashes, even if they don't always land, they just threaten so much space because they have that stupid up box as well. Oh, wow.
The reverse dolphin smash.
The input on that.
That was like melee.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Send them the other way. Very cool stuff in Pugwest. I mean, you're going to see these guys pull out all the stops because not only are they playing their favorite character, fighting their favorite character, they're going to know what's going on, you know, the ins and outs of this match. It's better than most people, almost anybody in the world. Almost.
This is a bit of a pride match, too, if I remember correctly. These guys played at Gum 6 or something, and they did an exhibition for, you know, the title.
Yeah, that's smart. Well,
in the area.
That was before, that was before in the United States.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yeah, new things have come to light, but these guys still trying.
Mr. E again cashing in on one of those up Bs out of shield to interrupt Pug's Dancing Blade combo. Another one, I like that. That was an even better option. He jumped out of it, looped behind Pug and back air to the back of his head.
Yeah, and Pug sadly going for the extended version of that. Not exactly what he wanted in that situation. Putting that back here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the Marth specialists rarely miss the opportunity to get a tipper. They have it.
Definitely, yeah. So I'm thinking Pug's gonna go to Battlefield. That's gonna be my guess. I was wrong. Maybe it was banned.
Well, I guessed that would be, so it's fine.
Did you really? Good option
just
coverage.
now. Yeah.
Coverage, yes.
Alright.
Great coverage.
Alright, so we're going to see a lot more the landing situation come into play here.
Yeah, and it's definitely looking like in this match, Dancing Blade, which is, I think, Marth's like bread and butter kind of move on the ground in terms of zoning and neutral and racking up damage. But in the Ditto, it looks like he has a hard time landing all the hits. So Pug's trying to... Wow. Good conversion from Mr. E.
Nice presence of mind, too. Right when you miss that tech,
Mm-hmm. Hey man, Marth players are always going to be looking for ways to land that tipper because it kills you at like 2%. Count throw? Okay. Mr. E responds with a down air of his own and actually counters Pug. Getting a little greedy, looking for follow-up. That wasn't guaranteed.
Well, that was crazy, actually. Hitting an aerial out of Dancing Blade 3. Surprisingly effective. Oh, nice. Jab to F-tilt.
Jab to F-tilt is really cool looking too. I like the way that works. There. Ooh. He was trying something right there, but it didn't connect.
I like the way Mr. E just controls the ledge. He's using a lot of like the arcing moves, you know, jabs, up tilts, trying to catch Pug coming off.
Yeah.
So that was a really good shot.
Definitely, yeah. And it's kind of like the contrast of what you're saying about Pug, who is going for Dancing Blades more. But you know what, Pug actually, he's had a lot of good like jab strings from Marth too, like jabbing and jabbing and jabbing. Just kind of keeping him juggled up there.
Oh, nice. That was good. Sort of forcing the issue there. Letting Mr. E dodge into the ground, but actually it's a making shot.
And you know what both these players are doing so well is avoiding the more obvious Marth counter gimmick that, you know, Marth's used against, you know, other characters such as Mario who have similar recoveries, but they're both moving their way around, jumping at each other when they're answering the swords like crazy right now. Oh, not tipper, okay.
Alright, Mr. E had a very high percent up air, or I'm sorry, up throw will be probably it soon.
Good up for Pug. He says, hey, you know what? I got that tech too. Nothing. Okay. Not a good punish from Pug right there. He just got a jab. I think he could have got a little bit more reading Mr. E's get up option right there. But hey, maybe he doesn't feel like gambling something.
Yeah, this is definitely a matchup I wouldn't want to mess around too much. Just because of how crazy he can get off stage. Pretty volatile.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I mean, Marth, like, and this is kind of true in a couple other dittos too. Good grab and up throw immediately. Pug knew the percentage right. He's got 55% coming around into his second stock as Mr. E spawns into his second one. We're going to see what happens here, though. Mr. E on the hunt already.
Yeah, right off the platform, he was just
swinging
on his shield. He didn't care if he blocked. He can't block all of them.
Exactly. Okay. Man, yeah, you're right. They're making me nervous up the side every single time.
Especially if I'm Mr. E, dude, one mistime of the also near stage spike and your 99% lead is
done.
Worthless.
And I mean, he did kind of throw away game one as well. So you want to throw away game 3-2. I think he's going to chill on the stage. He's going to try to cash in. Marth is really, really good at covering ledge options. Down throw, looking for a follow-up. No up air. Pug jumps out of the way.
So just kind of going back to neutral. Mr. E, playing conservative, knows that he's got this lead.
Yeah, Mr. E's just controlling the tempo of the game too. Get up attacking Pug though, he's trying to find something right now. Mr. E just isn't allowing it to happen. He's just doing such a good job keeping Pug on his heels. There is an air. Tipper Nair is going to seal it. So I like that too. And you see that from a lot of like higher level players. Is like at like the mid to low level, you kind of see people try to read a get up option, and they go for like a huge home run read, like a charge smash or something crazy like that, some kind of big combo starter. Instead of keeping it simple and just keeping them flustered and throwing them off stage, and Mr. E did a really good job of just keeping it simple, not going too crazy, not going too hard in the paint, cashing in when it mattered with the tipper in there. Going to be going into game 4, Mr. E up 2-1 over Pugwest. They're going to be going to Dreamland.
Yeah, I definitely like the way Mr. E, one of my favorite players, he said, when you have the lead like that, just get stage control. Demand it from your opponent. Oh, is that no jump?
Oh, you got to.
Oh,
Marth players, man.
Yeah, right.
They're never going to use that jump unless they have to.
I thought I saw the ring.
It's kind of like...
Oh, wow. Explosive start for Mr. E.
Oh, he tried to get the reverse selfie slash too. It didn't work out for him. Mr. E going for another upbeat out of the combo, but I think Pug at this point, he kind of might take that trade because now he's in rage percent and he just wants to rack it up a little bit on Mr. E. Nice air dodge from Pug. He was trying to do the response stage spike too, but it didn't work out for him, unfortunately.
I love watching these guys play because it's just like, hey, that's a good idea. I want to do that.
I know. It's funny how like Dittos and especially players around the same level, like that kind of works out. Good conversion from Mr. E. Jab right into the tip and forward air.
Alright, good stuff. Now, Pug just trying to get the stage control while he's got that 1%.
I don't think I've ever seen like an air dancing blade conversion like that.
Yeah. Oh, long-lasting counter. He's not really ready for that.
Definitely. I think he thought he waited it out long enough and just got a little antsy. Up smash, yeah, that was good stuff with Pug. Oh, pop off from the ground. That was a great up smash though. I always love seeing the Marth up smash. Definitely one of the less conventional ways Marth kills. Rolling up air into up tilt. Ooh, good conversion. Woo, 35.
35 pound, yeah. And
just
you
like
talked
that.
about that huge punish off of this dude.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but like now he's got, as you were saying, stage control, all that good stuff, right in Pugwest's favor. Ooh, but he's kind of giving it up now. This dude is so good at dominating himself, as establishing himself as dominant on the stage.
A lot of rolling here, looking for an opening. Mr. E gets it with that back air. Oh,
Yeah.
huge situation.
Back arrow shield was a great option. It just, I feel like it's one of Marth's like longest range moves, and it's quick. So, and he did it. You can fade away in air.
Not gonna do it, but Pug is in some dire situations right now.
That's the risk. That's the risk you run going for a trump right there. So you forfeit all your stage positioning. It's a great option, but people look for it a lot because they're scared of it because it's really good. But if you miss it, upbeat. To the back air. Okay.
It all came down to those aforementioned upbeats.
Exactly. We called it out right at the beginning that you're going to be seeing a lot of them, and